Hello, everybody. How's everybody today? It's Monday. Ugh. Mondays are usually pretty cock. Don't I know it? Don't I know it? It's been one of those days today. Um, you can see by my eyes I'm tired. Like, really, really tired. But yeah, so hello, my darling. Gentle saying hello, beautiful lamb. Hello, my sweetie pie. And hello, Cameron. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. I see it's only you two and Johan on at the moment. Hopefully, other people will get notifications and come and join us. But yeah, Cameron says he's still recovering from his breakup. Sorry, Cam. Sorry to hear about that. You know what? There's plenty. I know you don't want to hear this, but there's plenty of fish in the sea, and everything happens for a reason. Um, So I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason, and if it wasn't meant to be, it's not going to happen. But if it's meant to be, it will happen. So just look at it this way: it wasn't meant to be, and also God will never give you more than what you can handle. So yeah, you are strong enough to deal with this, and you are strong enough to get over it, and you've got loads of support behind you. So never forget that, okay? Um, but yeah, I hope you start feeling better soon. I'm really, really sorry to hear that though. Cameron says he was busy killing himself with laughter. Why? What you been doing, Cameron? Gentle said yes, things happen for a reason. One day you will see why. Stay strong. How many times have you either lost the place where you're staying because it got sold or whatever, or lost your current job because you were retrenched, and later on you found something so much better? So that's why I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason, because 9 times out of 10 something good comes out of that something bad. So just keep holding on, keep your faith, keep hope, and just don't give up, okay? Cameron says I'm still trying to find it though. You're not going to find it now. You're not going to find the reason now. You're not going to, you're literally killing yourself trying to find these reasons and trying to find ways or meanings behind everything. Just let it be. If there's any good advice I can give you tonight, it is let it be. Just let things happen the way that they're supposed to happen. Okay? Don't always try and find meaning in everything. Cameron says, I was watching the stream with you and Beth chat about TikTok on her floppy mic. Yeah, that one was pretty good. I love it when my girls are on stream with me. It's awesome. Cameron said, I was made disabled in 2015, so finding someone is challenging. Work also. You know what? There's a lid for every pot. And as I said before, there's everything happens for a reason. So there's a reason why you guys aren't together anymore. Just look at it that way, okay? Don't don't overthink things, and don't, because you're probably like me where you overthink everything, because I do. I really overthink everything. But try and not do it, okay? Try and make this time about you and rediscovering yourself, and yeah, start appreciating yourself for who you are. Okay, so make this time about yourself and finding out who you are and making the most of it. Okay, learning to be comfortable in your own skin. Gentle says, just sing the song, This Little Light of Mine. I'm going to let it shine. Stay positive. Yeah. And it was because of that song that my title tonight on my stream is what it is. So that song, Gentle, is kind of like a family song, if that makes sense. At my gran's funeral, at my aunt's funeral, we sang this little light of mine because that's just the way that we are. We celebrate life, we don't mourn death. Um, but that's kind of like our family song. It's like really, really weird. So the reason why I chose this title tonight is for two reasons. Number one, is your light on to be there for others? Is your light on to be helpful to others? And the other reason is your is your light on to stay positive, to be the best that you can be? There's two reasons to keep your light on. Okay. So to me, the first one is being there for everybody. And you know what? The problem is sometimes it's really, really hard. It's not always the easiest thing to do because sometimes people don't always allow you to be, or people push you away, or people do the opposite of what you're trying to do. So you could be trying to help them in one way and they're screwing it up on the other side. So that's gotten me a little bit down at this point. Um, and that's also why I decided to stream, because whenever I'm feeling a little bit low or I'm feeling a bit down, I come on and I have a chat with you all who I love so dearly. You have no idea. And I feel so much better. I feel so, so much better. So, yes, exactly, Cameron. People try to extinguish your light. Don't allow people to do so. Okay, that's another thing of don't be around negative people who try and steal your energy, because they're going to steal your light. They're going to steal your glow. They're going to steal what makes you you, your shine, your aura, and you can't allow it. Gentle says, "Prove it, sing." Oh my God, you know I don't know how to sing. Ugh, I sound terrible singing. I'm not a very good singer. So, okay, Cam. Good night. I hope you sleep well. So, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I can't sing, guys. Really can't sing. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Thanks, Cameron. Cameron says, I'm still reasonably new here, though. That's okay. You're here, aren't you? That's what counts. Hello, Nick. Nice of you to join us. He's saying goodnight to Cam. Gentle says, you sang. I know, and it sounds so terrible. I sound like a cat dying. My God. I might sing on the next call-in. Okay, cool. It's a deal, Cam. It's a deal. It's a deal. You singing on the next call-in. It's fun. I'm sorry I've been so scarce, everybody. I'm exhausted. I did my nails yesterday, so between doing my nails and obviously it was Sunday, so I had to wash my hair. And all of that, time just ran away with me, and I just ran out of time to stream last night. And then on Saturday, yeah, we ended up at Jane and Don's place, and we played adult Pictionary. But the best part is okay, other than the bubblegum tequila, lots of it, too much of it. The best part is that the guys were winning because we were playing guys against girls. Now there was three guys. It was Dante, Nathan, and Johan. And the two girls was myself and Jane. Hello, Alfred. What? Nice of you. Nice to see you here, my favorite person. Night, Cam. Always remember that somewhere someone loves you. That is very true. I like that, Cam. Thank you. That's beautiful. So, so Gentle says, I love singing with headphones on. I luckily cannot hear myself. Exactly. I feel the same. And in the car, because then you can put the music blaring and you don't have to listen to your own voice. So bad. So Cameron says, adult Pictionary, that's my cue to leave. No. But the best part is that the guys were winning. Okay. They were about 6 blocks away from the finish. And we were still near the beginning. I think we were 6 blocks away from the beginning. Like we were doing that badly. And every time we threw the dice, we got like a 1 or a 2. It was so bad. And I tell you what, the drunker Jane and I got, the better we did it, the better we played. So we ended up overtaking the guys and winning. Can you believe it? Like, how crazy is that? Gentle saying hello to Alfred. Okay, you streamed on Friday. Why didn't I get a notification? That's weird. I never got a notification for your stream. Stupid YouTube. Alfred meant hello, not Hades. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, I wanted to ask you guys a question. Okay. So, just pretend, okay, you're a manager or a supervisor or an owner of a business. How would you treat your staff? Would you treat your staff according to their pay grade, or would you treat them all equally? Like, for example, would you say someone with a lower pay grade, you can expect worse behavior or worse work ethics, if you want to call it that? How would you treat your staff if you were a manager or a owner of a business? Just a question, just throwing it out there. Nick said, did you know that light has no shadow? Hold on, I just want to put it up here. Light has no shadow. Try this. Light a candle and shine a flashlight on it. There's no shadow. That's so cool. I love that idea. There's no darkness in the light. That is fantastic. I love that. Oh, Cam said he got hit with a copy strike. Copyright of the event. I streamed because the event played music. Oh man, that sucks. That really, really sucks. Really, really sucks. Yeah, Cameron says equally. Gentle says treat equal as in respect everyone who is in the workplace. I agree. I completely agree. So, yeah, Johan's also saying treat everybody the same. Yes, I completely agree. Unfortunately, somebody doesn't agree with me. Like, for example, somebody will say, no, well, that person who's a cleaner, I expect that he messes around with work and doesn't have good work ethics. And, so you don't reprimand that staff member because they're on a low pay grade, but you reprimand another staff member for doing the exact same behavior because they're on a higher pay grade. How does that work? It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't sit well with me. I have been a manager of at at the warehouse. I was a manager of staff. I had cashiers under me. I had receiving clerks under me. I have never once been a manager at Old Cocky. I was an assistant manager, so I had the entire staff complement under me. I have never ever once treated a staff according to their pay grade. That's, to me, I find a little bit discriminatory, if that makes sense. Cameron says everyone should be treated with respect, be it in a relationship or in a friendship or in a workplace. I agree with you. But who also feels about this whole story of respect should be earned and not given? So how does that work then? If respect is earned and not given, where does it start? Where does it start? Andrew's here. Hello, Andrew. Nice to see you here. Hopefully, I really hope you could make it up for my birthday. It'd be really nice to have you here. Really, really do. Nick says, depends on the person. Some people need autocratic management, others democratic. But it depends the person. It's depending the person. Look, I kind of agree. I kind of agree. Gentle says, starts in the womb. I respected my cravings. Cameron says he used to be a house clerk, warehouse clerk. Okay, like a receiving clerk or what? So, you know, the way that I work it is I respect everybody. Until you give me a reason not to respect you, I will respect you. And I agree with Nick that it depends on the person. But to me, okay, for example, a staff member works directly with the boss. Okay, he gets his instructions directly from the boss. Whereas the other staff gets their workload or whatever they have to do from the supervisor. So the only person working directly underneath the boss is that one staff member. So now tell me something. We're all human. None of us are perfect. Okay. But now, if this one staff member keeps stuffing up, like every day, makes small mistakes. Yes, they're small mistakes. Okay. But my argument there is the other staff that's under the supervisor, they also make small mistakes every day. We're human. I make mistakes every day. I know I do. It's not on purpose, but I make mistakes every day. But now the person who works directly under the boss and gets his instructions directly from the boss and not from the supervisor gets more cuck than the people working under the supervisor. Because now the boss doesn't really pay much attention to what the other staff under the supervisor are doing wrong. Or even the supervisor. Because now the supervisor's, he's the supervisor, so he doesn't really take instructions from the boss. He should know how to do his job and he should do it without being instructed, pretty much. So, yeah. So how would you guys work in that situation? Because to me, I'm trying to stick up for the person who works directly underneath the boss. I got a hair in my mouth. I'm trying to stick up for the person who works directly underneath the boss because I feel like that person's getting a lot of flack. And the only reason that person's getting a lot of flack is because he works under direct instruction from the boss. Instead of being under the supervisor and the boss doesn't really see what they're doing wrong. So, like, how do you deal with it? How do you... I don't know. Oh. Okay. Andrew says it depends on the person and if they are trying or just wasting time. Well, what if you can see the person's really trying and the mistakes are really just mistakes? Not all of us are the same. Not all of us are blessed with brains to think about everything or initiative or, I'm just saying. I'm not saying people are stupid, but even though you do get stupid people. But I mean, yeah, people are medicated, hint, hint. But this guy, he's got a lot of shit in his life. Okay, he's married, and they really got knocked down badly with COVID and with the virus economically, because I mean, he had his own business. He was an electrician, and COVID knocked his business down to the ground. Okay. So him and his wife and newborn baby ended up moving in with her parents to be able to survive. And now every week, his in-laws take all his money, everything. I don't know. I feel sorry for the guy. I feel like he's got a lot on his plate. I don't know. Am I right or am I wrong? I just feel like he's got a lot on his plate, and I mean, he's got a newborn baby, and so you don't really get a lot of sleep. So to me, yeah, sure, maybe he needs to get his act together a little bit, but there's a difference between small mistakes and huge mistakes. Huge mistakes. To me, there's a big, big difference. Big difference. Cameron says he gives respect and trust without having earned it. But break my trust or respect, I will never trust or respect you again. Yes, so you're exactly like me. So I will trust you and respect you until you give me reason otherwise. Johan said he agrees with Cameron. Andrew said, I really want to get up, but I very much doubt I can make it. So much going on here at the moment, but I'm still trying.
Do the birthday.
Oh, okay. I was lost for a second there.
Yes, as per usual.
Yeah, it's because you start on other subjects. Oh, it would have been so nice if you could make it, Andrew. But we'll always have another time. We'll always have another time. Okay, Cameron says, yeah, sort of like a receiving clerk. Okay, 100%. I actually enjoyed receiving, I must be honest. Alfred once says he's lucky he never makes mistakes. So
Whatever.
So Alfred wants as a robot, just FYI. Cameron says a person working directly under a boss gets a ton of flack. Yeah, definitely. Because it's almost like their small mistakes gets shone a torch on. Their mistakes get highlighted into this big white beam as if like, hey, I'm here. Look, I made a mistake. It's just, oh man, it's so bad. So bad. Andrew said if they're trying, then you need to encourage them as best you can. Some people cannot be helped as well, so you can't run yourself down at the expense of someone who can't be saved. It's hard. It's not that I'm running myself down. It's that I'm ending up in arguments with the boss because of his behavior, if you want to call it that. Because now, to me, and because I'm trying to point out to him the fact that, listen, because this guy works directly underneath you, you see his mistakes easier. You see them better. I said to him, if you want to sit down and have a conversation with me, I can tell him about the mistakes every single person in this place makes every single day, including myself. Because I sit and I see the mistakes everybody makes. But yeah, my boss doesn't quite understand that fact. It's almost like he's built up a thing against this guy, and like he's deliberately. I said to him, if I don't want him to, but I said, if you are this bad with this guy, if you really don't like him this much, then fire him. Honestly, fire him. Or start giving him written warnings or whatever. But you can't just. I said to him, I used to be like him, where I'm constantly complaining on small menial things, and it makes you a very, very negative person. Very, very negative person. When you constantly concentrating on the small little bits of shit every single day, it's negative. It turns you into a very negative, bitter person. And I said to him, I'm not that person anymore. So I see what he's doing and remember how just that complaining controlled you. And I'm trying to prevent him from ending up in that negative boat, if you want to call it that. But yeah, at the end of the day, this other guy's not worth me losing my job over him. So it's like kind of like, where do I stand? Chantal says maybe his boss doesn't understand his home issues, reason for his mistakes. Oh, I told him. I went to my boss and I explained this guy's home life to him. Explained it to him and said to him, look, you like really hard on this oak and he's actually going through a pretty tough time, like a really, really rough time. So I don't know. Jan says the boss does know, but doesn't give a crap about it. Yeah. As far as he's concerned, his home life has nothing to do with his work life. Cameron says the mistakes are put under the spotlight. Yep, big time. Chantal says big no-no to highlight a mistake to the rest of company and workplace. Exactly. I agree with you. I completely agree with you. Nick says he's with Andrew. Gentle says you helped. That's the best you can do. Let the rest fall into place. Hey, Citizen Guardian. How are you? How are you? Thank you for joining us. Haven't seen you in a while. Mind you, I haven't seen everybody for a while. Sorry, guys. I've been getting like so scarce, like really, really scarce. I'm just so exhausted when I come home from work. I'm just not list for anything. On Friday, I was finished. Absolutely finished. And how cold is it? Like, I don't do this cold weather, guys. Like, I'm a sun bunny. I need sunshine and heat and warmth. I don't do the cold, like, at all. I agree, Gentle. She says, okay, wait, put one in other person's shoes. Now put yourself in boss's shoes. Boss cannot afford the guy making mistakes. Don't know, cuck one. That's the thing. Yes, I agree that there's certain mistakes that can't and shouldn't happen for obvious reasons. I mean, you know, um, but when it's small little things like the fact that he left 5 minutes early and the boss has an absolute cadenza because he left 5 minutes early and he didn't say goodbye to anybody. Meanwhile, the rest of the staff complement leave 10 to 15 minutes early and nothing is ever said about them. And then the excuse for him not saying anything about them is because they're on a lower pay grade. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that. You treat all your staff equally. And don't turn around to me and say, oh, because you're the boss, you can treat people how you feel. That doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry. Don't turn around to me and say to me, oh, because you're the boss, you can decide how you want to treat people. I actually, on Tuesday last week, I walked out. I walked out, guys. I literally, I went to work Tuesday morning and my boss spoke to me like crap. I packed my stuff and I left. I left. Do you have to do that every time I stream?
What?
Leave my pillow alone. I swear I'm going to sit here and stream with my pillows on top of me. He pulls all the feathers out of my pillows. So, yeah. That's where I'm coming from. But yeah, I walked out. As Chantal knows, Chantal and Beth know I walked out. I was like, yeah, I packed my stuff and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go work from home today. I'm not doing this. Like, if you want to talk to me with disrespect, then I'm not going to be around to be spoken to. Pretty simple. Johan said, yes, thanks. We have cuck weather here. Yeah, we are having cuck weather. Ugh, it's terrible. Citizen Guardian saying, shush to Nick. Cameron says it's tiger cold. Yes, definitely tiger cold, just a rustle in the bushes, for sure. Gentle says my bones hate the winter. Yeah, no. But you know why? It's because we're skinny, girl. Skinny people don't do well in winter. You're a lot skinnier than what I am, so I can just imagine how you feel. Citizen Guardian said, great to see you, bud, to Nick. Cameron says we are in for a very, very cold winter. Yeah, I think it's going to be very, very cold this year. I'm not going to lie. I think it is going to be very, very cold. Gentle saying to Johan, rain forecast for tonight. Rain will be in Joburg in 3 days' time. Oh, no, man. Keep your rain. Keep your rain. We don't want your rain. Gentle saying Johan fighting with pillows. No, he sits and he takes his fingers and he does this thing with his fingers and he ends up pulling all the blinking feathers out of my pillows. He's a chop. Not to mention the noise is irritating. I'm gonna throw something at him again tonight. Watch.
Then you got green coffee.
Oh really? Mm-hmm. So Andrew says, is the boss not maybe having issues at home and taking it out on staff? No, because this is a constant thing. This has been going on since last year. So no, it's not his home life. It's constant. Constant. Jan saying thank you to Gentle. Now his week is fucked up. Yeah. Shit. We better do that washing tomorrow morning then.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's in the machine already. Yeah. So with nobody at home during the day, during the week, it's difficult to get washing done because now it's like,
It's only bedding.
yeah, it's only bedding, but yeah. But it's like a mission. And then the last weekend, we sat the entire weekend without electricity. And then this weekend, 12 o'clock on Saturday, the power went off again. I swear if I could go off grid, I would go off grid. Like really, really, I would. Daryl saying hello to Gentle. Please, could you keep the rain by you? Yeah, well, no, we don't need it here. We don't need it or want it. Thank you very much. Citizen Guardian saying good choice. Don't take people's nonsense. Working from home means if I packed my work stuff, I'd just put it back down. So you work from home all the time, I'm guessing. I'm fat and I'm getting cold. Yeah, no, but it's really cold. I mean, even my boss, who's like permanently walking around in short sleeves, even he's been wearing a jersey this week. It's like, it's really cold. Really, really cold. Well, I mean, the week isn't like from last week to now. Nick says just also the boss also has have a personality. Yeah, true that. Andrew says the rain is awesome. No, man. No, the rain makes it too cold. Cameron says throw a heel at him. Yeah, if I had a heel. I need like stilettos to throw at him. That would be even better. Chantal says Johan Pillow's feathers equals he wants to secretly be a chicken. I love that. Cameron says, watch the boss get a divorce. No, I don't think he's getting divorced. His wife likes his money too much. Cameron and Citizen Guardian are having a conversation. Gentle says, hey, maybe the boss is having some home issues and takes it out badly on staff member more because of his home issues. Who knows? Chantal says, long winter ahead. Yeah, it's going to be a very long winter. Very, very long, very cold winter. We didn't actually have a winter that cold last year. Last year wasn't that bad. Really wasn't that bad. Alfred says feather pillows are great for pillow fights. They are heavy, unfair advantage. Yeah, exactly. As long as I've got feathered pillows and all the feathers aren't lying all over the bed. I end up climbing into bed and there's feathers lying everywhere. Gentle says feather pillows in the ear. I know. Yeah, the feathers in your ear is sore. But even sometimes if that back piece is sticking through and you lie your cheek on it, it's like it also gets very sore. Orobot says my lights are on but no one is home. Oh dear, that's a big problem. At least you have lights. Mine have been off a lot in the past last weekend and this weekend. Yeah, lights is always a plus. So for those of you who weren't here earlier, my comment about the lights on is basically is your lights on in the way that you there for other people? Because if your light is on for other people, then the light is basically showing people that you are a vessel that people can come and talk to and people can come and unload on. But remember, letting people talk about stuff that bug them and complaining, if you want to call it that, or getting advice, it's not the same thing. You're disturbing me. It's not the same thing as letting them take your energy. You can't let them take your positive energy or your actual energy away from you either. Don't let them be energy thieves. So be there for people, support people, but don't allow them to be an energy thief. Okay? There's a line that you draw. The other way of keeping your light on is, are you there for yourself? Is your light on to shine? Is your light on to beam who you are, to give your glow, to show off your personality? Because I'm thinking a lot lately, we need to start looking at ourselves. You know, I talk a lot about self confidence and positivity. And I think we really need to look at ourselves and see what we do every day and see what we can improve and see how much more positive we can be. So I think we all need to turn our lights on and use our lights like a car's headlights and allow them to let us see where we're going with our lives. Let our lights show us where we need to be. Let them guide us. Let them show us. And let them assist us in seeing. Okay. So if you are Christian and you pray before you go to bed, ask God this evening before you go to sleep. Ask Him to switch on your light. Let Him switch on your light to guide you to where you need to be. Okay. That's pretty much it, guys. Pretty much it. Alfred says he lets his weirdness shine through. That's for sure. And it's gorgeous. I love it. Cameron says he's allergic to feather pillows. Oh no. Oh no. Citizen Guardian says many companies are in survival mode right now. So many jobs have been lost from last year's events, so much depression around. Good time to be trying to spread positivity. Exactly. So, with our lights shining and showing us the way we need to be and showing us to be more positive and showing us the way forward, we need to shine our lights to guide other people as well. And that is always a good thing. But again, don't let them be energy thieves. Switch on your light to guide them. And that is it. Okay? Switch on your light to guide people, to help people, to support people. Gentle says, don't leave lights on too long. Eskom tariffs up 15%. Yeah, they're going up again in July. I mean, surely they shouldn't be allowed more than one increase a year. It's just ridiculous. Every single year we've got like 2 or 3 Eskom tariff increases. because we can just so afford it. Hey, like, it's so bad. What do you guys think of this new firearm bill? Hmm? What do you guys think of this new firearm act that they want to push through? To me, I think it is just ridiculous. And to be honest, I don't think they're going to get away with it. How can they turn around and say that self-defense is not a good enough reason to have a firearm? Around 60 people a day get murdered in this country. 60. And they're probably looking at countries like Texas and those sort of places, not Texas, like the UK, where you're not allowed firearms and everything runs smoothly. The difference is not even their cops have firearms, okay? But their cops are not corrupt. Their politicians are not as corrupt as what they are here. And people do what they're supposed to do, okay? So you don't find the crime in England like you find here. So how can they turn around and say that self-defense is not a good enough reason to have a firearm? I don't get it. I don't get it. I was speaking to Han earlier this evening, and I said to him, I said, what if, for example, I was a widow because my husband got murdered in front of me, and now I've gone and gotten a firearm for self-defense because now I'm scared. I'm traumatized because of now what's happened to my husband, of him being murdered. They're breaking in my house and murder him in front of me. So now I'm traumatized. Now you want to turn around and tell me I'm not allowed a firearm to protect myself. How's that going to work? Somebody explain that to me. Yeah, Cameron, the police in the UK don't have guns, only nightsticks. I think they've got tasers as well, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they don't have, none of the police have guns in the UK. Yeah, Johan says, yes, we should be like Texas, go buy groceries and firearms at the same time. Yeah. Cameron says, I reserve my rights to remain silent. Yeah, Chantal says Venezuela. Nick says it's major bullshit, Laura. Yeah, it is. Alfred One says his weirdness light uses solar power to charge. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. So it never goes flat. Gentle says this new firearm act will create more cock. Yeah, it will. It's gonna create huge cock, like big time. And I don't think they're gonna get away with it. I really, really don't. Do they honestly think that everybody's going to go and hand in all their firearms because now they're not allowed them for self-defense anymore? Let me tell you, you would have to pry my firearm out of my cold, dead hands. Okay? You'd have to physically kill me before I give you my firearm. I'm not giving them my firearm. You got to be joking. More firearms are stolen from the police stations than what are stolen from law-abiding citizens. Does the government honestly think that stopping law-abiding citizens from having firearms is going to stop criminals from having firearms? Do they think criminals actually have firearms legally? No, of course they don't. That would be stupid. So yeah, like really. Citizen says in the US, the First Amendment is free speech. To uphold the Second Amendment so that politicians can never rule unfairly. You're taking fire sticks away from citizens and criminals get to keep them. Exactly. Exactly. Like I was saying, taking firearms away from law-abiding citizens is not going to stop criminals from having firearms. It's not going to make any difference. The only difference is now you're leaving the citizens unarmed to be able to protect themselves. That's the only thing. Did anybody else see that video of the jewelry store robbery? Where they were busy robbing the jewelry store, and this guy, the owner, came out from the back and shot the two of them because they were robbing the jewelry store. So if that shop owner didn't have a firearm, he would be the one lying in a pool of blood on the floor. So how can they turn around and say that it is not a good enough reason? Self-defense is not a good enough reason. It makes zero sense to me. Zero. Giuliano is here. Hello, Giuliano. Giuliano Romano. Hello. Gentle says it's South Africa. Anything is possible. Yeah, exactly. Gentle says throw axes. Yeah, you and your axes. Cameron says handing in guns happened in 1997. Yeah, it did. But clearly not many people did it. Highly doubt people did that. Alfred one says fully automatic crossbow. Yeah, that's the thing. You know you can even get pellet guns that can kill you. That actually shoot a pellet as fast as a bullet. So you know what? Just go get those. I don't care. Yeah, Cameron says people flock to hand them in. But remember, there wasn't as much, we weren't as close to civil war as what we are now. There's a difference. There's a huge, huge difference. And there wasn't the farm murders going on like there are now. Andrew says the police rent their guns out over the weekend. Oh yeah, nothing would surprise me. Johan says there is not enough people in the government to take my pew-pew away from me. No, there's not. There is definitely not. Alfred once saying to Gentle, two tomahawk axes. I like it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Tea time bell. Oh, that's the clock. Sorry. Our clock chimes in every hour. Jan says almost every single day we get a call for backup by SAPs. Yeah. And this is the thing, is now you've got these CPFs, and now these CPF groups, they carry their own personal firearms. Now you're going to take the firearms away from our CPF groups as well. No. Let me just say no. No, no, no. Cameron says, I have a Rainbow First Blood 2 knife. I feel we should go back to having sword fights. It would be far more fun. I agree. Citizen Guardian said converted paintball guns are better. Oh, really? Never heard of those. Something to look into. Gentle says, I have nylon bullets. They tear the skin badly. Good. You just aim for the eye or the temple. Instant dead. Jan says you get an airsoft pew-pew that travels at 3,000 feet per second with a 150 grain projectile. Yeah, that's like the one I was talking about. It's crazy, crazy. Did anybody else see that video where this oak he shot a target from 2.7 kilometers away with a sniper rifle? Did anybody see that video? That's crazy. That's just absolute madness. Yeah, Andrew, I know exactly where I'm getting mine from. Yanni? Yanni? Yeah, no. But guys, I'm not going to be on much longer. It's late. It's a Monday night. I think Joe's streaming with me on Friday. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to see if his schedule is still so busy, because he was supposed to have streamed with me last Friday. And he couldn't make it because his schedule was so hectic. So hopefully he can join this Friday. So let's see. I'll find out and I will post on the group whether he has or not. Cameron says it is like the post office wanting to deliver your fast food. They want to de-arm the CPF and give the police all the work, as corrupt as they are. Yeah, exactly. Nick Miller said 3,000 yards with a 30.06. Yeah. Oh, Cameron says Chris is also on. Oh, okay. I didn't know Chris was on. I know Joe Emilio's on. He came on at 8:30. So hopefully I didn't overtake too much of his stream. But yeah, and you know what? Whenever Joe's on, it's an awesome stream. So I'll find out if Joe's coming on Friday, if he's see what his schedule's like, and then he can come and join me. It'll be awesome, really, really awesome. Cool beans. Sweet guys, I hope you have a lovely week. I hope you enjoy it, and stay positive and turn your light on. Okay. Don't forget to write on your mirror that you are awesome. And don't forget to tell yourself every day that you are awesome. Okay. Cool beans, guys. Have a fantastic week. Enjoy. Go get some sleep. Now. Yeah. Bye. No, that's not what I want to do. This thing's not agreeing with me today. Jan saying goodbye. Alfred saying bye. Andrew saying have a great night for further for both of you and everyone watching too. You too, Andrew. Good night, Cameron. Good night, Tony. I didn't know you were there, Tony. Good night, Nick. Good night, Chantal. No, I will not enjoy the rain. Bye. Cheers, guys. Why is it not coming on? Come on. What's it doing? I don't know what it's doing. This is so bad.
What the frick are you doing?
I don't know what this thing's doing tonight. It just doesn't want to agree with me. Okay, bye, guys.